Hi, Corey Bagley here. I'm on Liberty Street at the railroad crossing. Got a Norfolk Southern train on the track that just stopped dead, blocking all the traffic. People hate this crossing because it's been known for people to sit here for almost an hour waiting for a train. Anyway, my YouTube channel is Corey Bagley or Rockhead Roll, both. I do trains and abandoned places. Today I'm doing trains. I was actually kind of lucky. I was driving around. I saw the headlights on this train in the distance, so I parked my vehicle and ran over here and started videoing. And the train is sitting still. It ain't going nowhere right now. It's probably waiting for a bridge over in to cross the Elizabeth River in Norfolk. Oh, the train's starting to go in reverse now. Let's back it up. We're close to Portlock Yard. This train might actually be pulled forward enough to get to the switch track and then switch it and then bring it back in on a different track. Portlock Yard's got a whole bunch of different tracks in it, probably about 8 or 9. I counted 8 on Portlock Road, but there's probably more when you get into the yard. Hands are getting tired of trading off. I'm using my right hand and I'll switch off to my left. My friend Hobo Shoestring will probably like this train because you got room on the ends of these container cars. They're only 35 or 40 feet long on the bottom, so there's extra room on the ends. He likes grainer cars with the holes in them. You can hide out in those a whole lot better. Gonna be a long video, hitting up on a little over 9 minutes now. This is Corey Bagley. I'm on Liberty Street, South Norfolk, actually Chesapeake. Got a train on the tracks. It ain't moving right now. It was going towards the direction of Norfolk. I don't know if it's waiting for a bridge or if it's waiting for a switch track, so it could be switched to a different track and then back in. These are containers. This might actually be headed towards the port there in Norfolk. I can't think of the name of the port off the top of the head right now. Give me a second, I'll get it. Yeah, Norfolk International Terminals, which is off of Hampton Boulevard. This might actually be headed down that way. These are probably empty containers. Put them back on. Yeah, maybe they're full. Put them on barges and send them to China. While we're waiting, I'm going to show the new bridge that they're building. They tore down 99% of the old one. They left like one pylon, and they're building a new one. It's nice because it had a weight restriction on it. We couldn't drive over it on buses or tractor trailer. The new bridge shouldn't have a weight restriction. It's that light, so you can ride the bus over it or tractor trailer. People getting out of their vehicles, get out and smoke a cigarette. I'm shooting this with my iPhone 11. It does 4K at 60 frames per second. Of course, we're not doing many frames right now, sitting still. When a train's moving, the frame really comes into play. I noticed that on my drone, that the propellers on it, at my other camera, 30 frames per second, they look like they weren't even spinning because the frame per second couldn't keep up with the propellers on the drone. Anyway, we're going just past 12 minutes. It's gonna be a long video. We're just sitting here on Liberty Street, South Norfolk. Actually, we're in Chesapeake. They call it South Norfolk. One important resident that was born here back in the 40s, Clarence Clemens from the E Street Band, actually was from South Norfolk, actually Chesapeake area. Corey Bagley here. We're on Liberty Street, South Norfolk, which is actually Chesapeake. Been kind of a screwy last month. I've been wanting to go camping on the weekends, leave on like Friday and come home on Sunday. And last weekend probably would have been the perfect ideal weekend for it, but it seems like every weekend in the last like 2 months has rained on Sunday. And it's not raining bad, but it's just miserable. And it would be miserable tent camping in the rain. And you get everything wet, then you got to dry it before you put it away so it doesn't mold and mildew. I hear a rescue vehicle coming up behind me. Maybe it's a fire truck. I hope they don't need to get across the track. Nope, they didn't. They turned. Check this out. You barely see it because of the clouds. All right, back to the train. We're just sitting here. I work for Hampton Roads Transit, drive a bus for them, and this area over here, you got to come across these tracks to get in to pick up your passengers on Liberty Street at the bus shelters. But you have to come around the side street here and come across the tracks. And the 13 runs every hour on Sunday, and today's Sunday. So if 13 comes up here, he's gonna have to sit and wait and fall behind. Unfortunately, buses run on a schedule. In order to keep the bus running every hour, that means it's got to make an inbound trip about every 30 minutes. I think you get about 7 or 8 minutes break at downtown, so it doesn't quite take 20-25 minutes. But you know, I hate getting stuck here. I've heard of bus drivers getting stuck here for a whole hour. Somebody over here is real patient. They've been sitting there for a little while, not going anywhere. I guess they need to get over to Atlantic Avenue or something. All right, we just hit the 20-minute mark. Do a YouTube channel identification. This is Corey Bagley. My YouTube channel is Corey Bagley and Rockhead Roll. I do trains in abandoned places. I'm on Liberty Street in South Norfolk, which is actually Chesapeake. Got a train on the tracks. The train's been sitting now for probably for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes or so. I don't know if it's waiting for a bridge or waiting for a green light, or if it's pulled forward and needs to back in on a different track where they've switched tracks. But we're just sitting here waiting. People have been patient. I just seen one person finally turn around and leave. Sorry about the jitter with the hands. My hands are getting sore from holding the cell phone. So I've been switching hands. Now I'm to the left hand. So in a couple minutes I'll switch to the right. It would be really cool if another train came through here going the other way on the outside track here, because there's two tracks. That does happen here too from time to time. And Amtrak comes through here also. I got the Amtrak on it's Thursday morning or Friday morning. I got it here. Amtrak. Backing up now. Going about a half mile per hour, but backing up. I'm just standing here doing nothing but making a video of a train that's not moving. I'm going to show the bridge again. This is the new bridge they're building. They tore down the old one except for like one piling. The old bridge had a weight restriction on it. Buses couldn't go over it. Track trailers couldn't go over it. This new bridge, buses and track trailers will be able to go over it. It'll be really nice because we won't have to wait for the train coming into the transfer point that's over here on Liberty Street. All right, back to the train. The train is moving. Moving real slow now. like the lighthouse on the peak from there.